Hey guys, welcome to CryptoCoach365. This is day 63 already. It's my second day at the convention. I am kind of having a bit of a vacation here, still working here and there. Uh, we closed on the property, I may have mentioned just before yesterday, or was it yesterday? I think yesterday. So today I had to make a couple of calls, make sure everything is all taken care of, and kind of plan more things around, like minor things like remembering to move electric and water and get insurance and other stuff to the property so that we don't get charged, well, so the old owners don't get charged for what we actually use, and so we don't end up with bills that the old owners use. Actually, one of the properties I recently bought, I found out that there was $4,000 of unpaid electrical bill on it by the prior tenant, but luckily it seems like my bill does not actually reflect that, so it's not my responsibility once I buy the house, which makes sense because when you sign up for electrical power, they require your credit history or credit check, which suggests they would actually go after your own credit as opposed to whoever bought the house. So I'm thankfully free and clear on that one. But anyway, maybe a bit of a broad topic today, but it seems like politics has been touching like everything around the world, and not in a very good way. Um, so it's actually been kind of affecting the convention here too, and really it's uh, the fear of I guess, the far right and the extreme overreaction to that by the far left. So there's a lot of kind of division going back, like they're saying, Trump is like Nazi or whatever, or there's some government leaders in Europe being elected, there's being called some pretty far left terms too, sorry, far right. And then the reaction is the Antifa movement and a lot of rising support for, well, like socialist stuff and far left policies and stuff like that. But the sucky thing is that it seems like it's really starting to tear people apart. It's starting to kind of screw up entire countries in a way. People are doing, well, politicians are doing some pretty bad stuff, and they're blaming it on the opposite. The opposing political group or political groups are doing some really bad stuff, and they're blaming it on the opposite. So, but in a way, this is also another thing that I really feel thankful for Bitcoin for, because Bitcoin allows you to kind of, not right away, but eventually it allows you to kind of step away and be not just neutral, but almost unaffected by all of this stuff that's going on. And there's actually a very good video about this new strategy that Bitcoin introduces, which is going to be in a link below, by, hopefully I'm not going to mess up his name, Balaji Srinivasan. I think he did a speech on the strategy of exit. In summary, it's generally when we used to have only very limited choices. It used to be that you supported the current government, the king, or you died. Or more recently, we have, well, I guess democracy, but you really have crap on one side and crap on the other side. So you have two choices of crap to eat, so to speak. And there was no other choice. You were pretty much stuck with whatever you were given. Bitcoin and decentralized systems like this actually are allowing you to finally have a third choice, which is the strategy of exit, where you can pretty much be neutral to a point. You can kind of step away, exit, not really be affected by this stuff. And in a way, it sounds kind of terrible, but it allows you to, like, when the two parties or the two opposing sides start really tearing each other down or even tearing themselves down, you can kind of step away and leave it behind if you want to. So um, that's kind of what people in failing countries have been able to do, like Venezuela, for example, where even though there may be very strong restrictions on being able to leave and take anything with you, because you're allowed to hide your wealth with Bitcoin or earn it overseas. Basically, it kind of gives you full control over whatever you own. It kind of allows you to step away and let those people that are causing this kind of stuff kind of basically reap what they sow in a way. Which again, there are a lot of people who do not deserve what's going on in Venezuela and in Greece and in other countries, so they're kind of caught in the crossfire. And it's unfortunate, and for those people, the best I guess we can do is help them find out about these decentralized options and help them exit. But for the rest, it's kind of like, well, they're terrible ideologies held by terrible people, and you basically just sometimes it's easier or more effective, instead of fighting them, just to step back and let them destroy themselves, I guess. But anyway, yeah, please watch this video that is down in the link. It's definitely a very, very good presentation about all this exit stuff that I'm talking about. Sorry, this is kind of a slightly darker, I guess, CryptoCoach thing, but it is, in a way, a big part of what Bitcoin is about, I guess. Kind of individual sovereignty over your own life and wealth. You live the life the way that you want to. You earn money how you want to. You control your own destiny, your own, well, whatever you earn, you keep. And eventually, hopefully, if you, I guess, collect enough, or buy and hold early enough, or just buy and hold right now and hold for a couple of years, you'll have the option to kind of ignore all the politics that are happening. Like if some bad president or bad politician gets elected, instead of freaking out about how terrible it is, you can just kind of shrug your shoulders and be like, okay, well, it doesn't really affect me, because worst case scenario, I just go live in a nicer place, someplace else where I'm not going to be bothered or affected by whatever is happening. So anyway, yeah, go watch the video, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.